Legend of Total War here, and today we're doing a Total War 3 Kingdoms Saving Your Disaster campaigns. And today we're playing as Cao Cao. This is on normal campaign difficulty, but hard battle difficulty, and this campaign is probably one of the biggest messes I've ever seen. It's just... Okay, let's just go into detail with... It's a mess in pretty much every way, shape, and form. And I can totally see how this is coming into a collapse. Now, this campaign's not that difficult on normal difficulty, but when you make a mess of it this badly, then yeah, I can understand. So, for one thing, the army compositions are just outright disgusting. Like, there's no color coordination here at all. The game makes it so easy to color coordinate your units, and this is a complete disorganized mess. So that needs to be completely reformed. Both of his armies, he's got two of them, are just a complete mess. Now, reforming our army isn't necessarily difficult, but it is going to be expensive. So the first thing I'm going to do is just fight this battle here. We can auto-resolve it. There's no other armies in the area, so, I mean, there's a small one there, but that doesn't matter. So I'm just going to delegate this, because we'll have plenty of time to recover.
My ambition is coming to fruition.
We've got such a huge overhaul that we need to make. Okay, just release both of them, because we're certainly going to need the money. And occupy it.
This place is ours now.
So, first thing is this. Right. All of these generals are going to be recalled. We're going to get rid of this army here. This is a complete mess. Just get rid of it. Okay. Basically, when you get a campaign like this, you just have to basically just get it by the roots and just rip out everything that they have done because it's all wrong. It might seem a bit mean, but you'll see. Give it a couple of turns, and you'll see things to really start to look much tidier. Like,
I bid you welcome, my lord.
Like, I can't stress enough how important it is to have proper organization in your armies. You really do need to make sure that things just are organized. Having just a dog's breakfast of an army like that doesn't make your army stronger. It actually makes it weaker. Having, select groups, organized groups that have a specific role in an army, that makes your army multiply its strength, as opposed to having individual fighters that do whatever it is that you want them to do. This is a bloody mess. Alright, we're going to recall him, because you need to have a... Hang on. If we're going to do that... Should get rid of some of his... Because we'll probably bring him back into another army later, but we only want him to have certain units, and I don't want to have to pay for recruitment for a bunch of units that I don't want him to have. So get rid of all this. All of those other generals are getting fired, by the way. And then we'll recall him. So you see how he's green? Have green units. Now you don't have to have all green units. I personally like to color coordinate them that way, because I find that really works very well. But keeping it like bits and pieces like this, all the colors of the rainbow, I find that actually makes your army weaker, not stronger. So, he has no bonuses for archers, and he's probably not cunning at all. Yep. So, shouldn't have archers in this unit here. He's not helping it at all. Could have some purple units in there, that could work as well, but his best units will be spear guards. As for Cao Cao, he's a yellow commander. Give him yellow units. You can have some red ones, but like I said, I like to keep things really organized. It makes it a lot easier in battle to organize your stuff. Okay, so we fixed the financial problem straight away. Okay, but we've certainly got other issues. So what's this guy here? Cunning and expertise. Well, he's an authoritarian general, so we should give him... That'll be alright. Okay. And he's got to level up. What should we give him? Zeal sounds good. Extra armor, piercing damage. Let's see what else. Oh, no, actually, that extra replenishment. That'll be really good. Okay, Johnny Dunn over here. What does he need? Not that. Extra campaign movement range when commanding. Well, he's not the commander, so I don't know if we should give that to him. Morale when attacking. Chance of ambushing. Try and get him over to there, because that'll make his dueling a hell of a lot better. Yeah, that'll be better for him. Alright. So I've gutted my army, but we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back better. So having a look here, we've got... That looks like your son. It doesn't matter if he's unhappy with Johnny Dunn, but hire him. Okay. And let's go into the court, and we're gonna have to root out a hell of a lot of trash here. So, see, you're paying for all of these nobles, and they're sitting around essentially doing nothing. So what we're going to be doing is actually banishing them, because that way we'll get a little bit of cash out of it. But before we do any more banishing, we just need to make sure that nobody's actually going to defect. So make sure that the satisfaction seems pretty good. So, see, armor for all spear infantry, they boost the strength of the units of their same color. Color coordinate your armies. I mean, truth be told, we're just going to disband that guy anyway. Okay. Yeah, faction-wide support, because he's the heir, so that'll actually help, especially with this banishment stuff that's going to come in. Surprised she didn't do any of these leveling up. She's probably not going to be commanding any armies anytime soon. Okay. So, more banishments need to happen. He's low level, what does it matter? He doesn't have any good equipment, just banish him, get some money out of him, and we'll see what we can do. Shili. Oh. You banished. Okay, how's everyone feeling? Yep, everyone's okay. So we've also got other positions over here that need to be filled. At some point. Doesn't have to be done right away. This guy here, I reckon, would be good to command an army. Maybe with him, this one, and Dan Wei, and he'll need another strategist. So we don't need this woman here. So I'll be taking that back, thank you very much. Because, yeah, I mean, it's not a lot that we're paying her. 64 years old, just get, oh. 1,600, I'll take that. Wang Yu. Yeah, off you go, you're gone. Okay, see how we've already increased our income by a hell of a lot. We've still got a lot of work to do, though. She's not particularly happy, but that's probably because of all the banishments. Yeah, that'll go down over time, it's fine. So, just looking at things, okay, we've got... In our army, 1, 2, 3. Heirs, of course, needed. I'm going to banish our family members. It's our wife, we can put her... I usually don't put her in an army. I think she's a better administrator. And then our second army, we got 1, 2, and then we need a third one. I wouldn't put him in there because, well, I don't like you to have 2 of the same color in each army. Okay, so that's that done. That's that tidied up, right? Now, this army here needs some friggin' troops. But if we recruit them now, then we have to pay their full upkeep cost for them. Whereas if I recruit them next turn, at least I can get a bit of extra cash in before the next fight. Let's have a look in diplomacy and see what we can tidy up here. Yeah, so this is a complete mess as well. Like I said, it's a complete mess all over the place, right? Let's have a look what we can do in quick deals. So, peace, Yellow Turban Rebellion. Can't get anything out of them. Just get rid of this war, okay? Too many wars going on. Tidy it up. You've also got 2 trade agreements that you can establish. So you got Zerong down here.
This will be short.
And because of Cao Cao's starting position, it's really good for food. So offering food trade for the trade agreement could work out pretty well. Just 2 food. Cool. Trade agreement.
Terms are fair.
What about the Duchy of Shuhan? Let's have a look here.
Glad tidings to you.
It's not too bad. If we go food. No, I'm not doing that. We'll have a look at ancillaries. We've got 2 of those, but that's pretty good. 2 of those, also pretty good. That's good as well. Maybe one of these. Let's just see how we go with that, and maybe then throw in a little bit of food. Not the full amount. Just 1, and then maybe a little bit of a payment. How much does he need to wet this whistle? Okay, and we'll be making 553 out of him per turn with this. Problem is as well, you're at war with Gongsun Zan. And that's his vassal, so... This is actually a bit of a risky one. What we should do instead of offering a lump sum payment, make a regular payment. That way if he declares war on me, the payments end. Now we end up paying him more this way, but it's a safer deal. We're still going to... Hang on, 553. Why don't we say what the other one was? Might be a better deal if we go with him.
Shall we begin?
This guy's got like no food. It's not worth as much, but I don't have to give as much for the deal. Okay, cool.
This.
Up to 4 grand now. Cool. Now, construction. Let's have a look at the buildings. This is all... You're not utilizing this province's main value here, which is food. We got to get the government building in there, because you can multiply the amount of food that we're making. So get rid of that. You don't need it. We do need money, so I'll keep that there. I don't want to fast track that along because it's going to be very expensive to reform our armies, and we need them right away. You don't need this stuff over here because what I find is if you put more garrison units in there, they just siege the settlement for longer, and you get limited build slots. I don't know. I just don't think it's worth it. We really need the money right now, but it is hemorrhaging public order. Okay. Alright, we made a fair bit throughout all that. Let's now do some recruiting. Alright, I usually like to go 2 archer militia, 2 crossbows, 2 trebuchet. But we can maybe save the trebuchet to next turn. That way we can just save about 500. Over here, let's get some spears. Yep, and over here, let's see, this is the mounted saber militia. Yeah, they're significantly cheaper. We're just going to have to go with cheaper over better right now. So, go with that for this turn. We'll recruit more, of course, just not yet. Okay. And then let's see if anybody wants to... Oh, well, actually, our food supplies are not great. Let's not sell off any food just yet. Okay. There's still a lot of work to be done. Obviously, I've weakened ourselves. Because, like I said, we're going to tear it all down. Because the building is faulty. And rebuild it, essentially, from scratch. Let's go with this. Moving on. Now, that being said as well, I'm not just setting up this army the way I would necessarily want it. Because my desired army is actually red, purple, blue. not yellow, green, blue. Blue is absolutely essential, but I think that purple's better than green, and I think that red is better than yellow.
May this find you well.
Can get some money from doing this. He does really like us. I don't know if that's a good idea though. I don't think it has any. I'm not going to do it because I just don't know what the long-term ramification of that is. So I think we'll err on the side of caution here. Seems like the army's got good replenishment as well. I didn't have a look at the tech tree. So looking at that. Okay, he did pretty well with this. That's usually what I like to go for first. Got some extra trade agreements and stuff. He does seem to have some problems with public order, so let's establish that. Corruption's not going to be an issue with an empire of this size. Okay, everything's still maintained. You got an alliance with Duchy of Song. So, oh, with Yuan Shao, how did you manage that? And he's rich, and how much does he like us though? Kind of likes us. I don't know how long we can rely on that. And he's not even at war with anywhere near as many people as we are, so I don't know. Now, I guess the next thing is understanding where we're going to attack next, or first. Should we go over here, expand over Kongrong, maybe? Or should we... Yeah, we should probably expand into Kongrong. This is some good territory out here, and you kind of want to have your back to the wall. Makes it a lot easier to deal with stuff. But there's definitely enemies to our west, and we don't know what's going on over there. No, not enough money for spying stuff right now. Okay, so make our move, then recruit Trebuchet, and I'll leave it at that. That army there, size, because it's not on the hardest difficulty, we should be able to beat pretty much anything that we come across once they've replenished. Okay, and then let's get our second army going. So that's costing us 2,100. Okay, so like I said, we need to get the government support. And if we can attack this sooner rather than later, we could... I don't know, it could be good. So let's raise an army here. Like I said, we're going to put you in charge.
To war.
With Dianwei.
Cultivate patience.
And... the problem with this is that it's very expensive, and I'd pretty much just be disbanding most of those units anyway. I know this guy here is lower level, but that's what I'm going to go with.
Remain flexible.
Okay, and then you've got the 3 generals. We're still good for money. Of course, the army is still way smaller than it was before. Okay, start with the strategist units first, because they're actually the cheapest. So, not repeating crossbows. We go with regular crossbows there. Over here, some more spears. We've got the money, so it's okay. There we go. That'll do for now. Maybe even next turn we can hit this. Right, how are they going for equipments? Oh, hang on.
My lord, how can I serve?
You should probably have that. I'm not sure if it actually applies to both of them. I mean, we've got 2 of them, don't we?
Welcome, my lord.
Let's see. Extra campaign movement range isn't bad. Okay. So money's very tight now. But we've now got 2 armies, and we're keeping them separate so we can be in multiple areas at once, rather than having 2 shit armies follow each other like a bad smell. Now over here, there's farmland. Yeah, I think, to begin with here, that food is going to be very good for establishing diplomacy, and you actually do get a decent amount of money from it. So let's continue along those lines. We've got 15 food here. Let's see what we can do. Alright, we can get out of this war with Gongsun-du.
We are listening.
Give him... No, not giving it. Take from him a regular payment. Of... Cool, that's 2,000 over the course of 10 turns.
We accept your offer.
Now, where do you go? He had food problems. Oh god, I don't know where he is on this. There he is. Yeah, Gongsun-du.
We are listening.
Trade food. He doesn't have any food, so he's going to be pretty hungry for it. And then just request a straight up payment for it. That way if he declares war on us over the next few turns, well, we've got his money. So, not a hell of a lot. But getting 634 straight up. It's better than nothing. 5 food. I usually don't like to go below 10 food though. Okay. And, you know, economy is a little bit better. Now, over here, this public order. The public order in this province is pretty good. Do you need this Confucian temple, though? And I can't believe 114 turns into it, and these are all, like, level 4 settlements. Should be way more developed by now. It's really hurting you. Like, if you have a look at these, like, level 10 regions, like, their territory is just garbage. Just pure garbage. Alright, so what's her problem? She's got low satisfaction. 18. Just leave it be. Maybe give her a follower to help ease her satisfaction. Still got all those banishment penalties. So looking at the court as well. If we make... Hang on. If we make him Chancellor... No. We won't make a profit off that at this stage here. Administrator. Reduce building upkeep. This guy here will... +5 food production for generals, -4 food production from generals. Right, or if we go here, reduce building upkeep and construction costs. I think the wife would make a better position. This will also help with her satisfaction. And I think Chen is the obvious place to put her. Now our income actually went down. It's okay. What about some assignments? So you can give us food production and lots of food. You're not going to be out in the field for a long time. Give us extra food. Because I can then sell that food. Alright, we good? Still got money, but I want to leave some reserves. Okay. Let's move on. Because the thing is, with this diplomatic situation here, at any time, our trade agreements could fall to shit. And if it does, then we're out of pocket. You can't let that happen. So, got to keep some reserve just in case. Okay, well that looks good. Income increased. Everything looks good. You gotta check this stuff every turn. Military access with Yuan Shu. We really do need people to be friendly with us right now.
Welcome, friend.
I'll take it. 50 gold's better than nothing.
Terms are acceptable.
We're not really selling them anything.
Truth.
Alright, so we could attack this, but if we sit here for another turn, we could replenish a bit more. Like, that'll probably have a pretty large garrison. not even bothering with going after him.
Demands merciless actions.
Go straight for the city, because this is no threat to us.
Destiny awaits.
Conquer this province here.
Caution.
So yeah, the question here is whether or not we should attack that. He's not going to have Flaming Shot, is he? He's one level away from it. That's good. So we got to give him experience. Now, if we were to loot the settlement, we can get 3,000. But I think we should take the province.
Obey the heart.
Alright, let's go.
Heal with laughter. In the name of China.
So it thinks we're going to get a valiant defeat. I don't think that's going to be the case.
Time to go. Time to fight. Time to win.
Bend but never break.
Time to
Always
rice.
remember
Let's do this.
Though the sun burns us all, we must.
Okay, smaller but much more uniform army than it was before.
Make ready.
Send him out there to go and annoy them just to begin with. What formations do we have here? We don't have any formations yet, apart from loose formation. That's one of the key things you got to have a strategist for. It improves the entire army. Okay, balance of power is even, so we'll just send them out there to annoy the enemy, slow them down. Because there's a lot of archers in there. Like, these guys here have the potential to kill the entire army. But they'll do it really slowly. That's the problem. And we're on a timer.
Go, go, go! March at the double.
So, while they're trying to defend against us here, we're hitting them with artillery. And this is giving the artillery experience, which is going to be far more useful for them later down the track. You know, when the battles are way more important than this one here. Now the archers are going to be the biggest threat. We should get rid of them. Like I said, delay them as much as possible. Give the artillery time to really give them a good reckon.
Our comrade is under attack.
Man, how did you manage to get 114 turns into a campaign without ever using artillery with flaming shot? You poor soul. You've been missing out all this time. It's only about the best thing you can do in the game. I'm gonna aim for anyone. Aim for my spears. Actually, just keep them in formation though.
Fire upon them. Our comrade is under attack.
Start sending the cavalry around the flanks. These things here are a bit of a nuisance, but what are you gonna do? Sort that out.
You have improved in my estimations.
Well, get back.
The time has come. At the ready. A comrade is being attacked.
See, these guys here are really good shot cavalry, but they're also quite vulnerable to missiles. I actually think the yellow cavalry is better than the red, but the commanders, for the red commanders are better than the yellow ones. Just from my limited experience so far.
The enemy unit flees! What cowards! Ready!
Artillery's out of ammo.
Keeping! Move! To attention! Cavalry! Attack!
Bounce power's in our favor. Looks like we're going to get ourselves a victory here.
Stand ready! Run! Cavalry! Ready! To battle! Kill them!
Oh, he's taking too much damage. Get him out of there.
Our men flee the battlefield! Stand ready! Let fly! Do not be led! Attend! Cavalrymen! Run! Strike! Cavalry! To attention! The time has come! Steel yourselves!
Bring my other.
Our
Okay,
men
good.
have no ammunition!
Oh, they're both in the same spot. Okay, that's fine.
Charge! Show no mercy! Archers, prepare! Double time! To attention! Take heed, warriors! Yes! Good! Do not be led!
It was almost over.
March at the double! Archers! Locked and ready! Our success looms large! Show no mercy! Steel yourselves! Fight!
Alright, I think the army loss penalty is just about to be inflicted. So they didn't get any rank up, which is unfortunate, but none of our units got wiped out.
Archers ready!
And it takes time to level these guys up, so just do it one battle at a time.
Heaven rewarded our passion!
Like, we don't need to expand right now out here. Ah, fuck it, just do it.
This shows much potential.
Okay. No one coming in to attack us. We could... Well, not that we know of. Probably best not to stay inside the settlement, because if they do come and attack us, it's not a defensible position. That way we don't have to sacrifice our entire army. Now, we gained a little bit of cash from that, so we can justify a little bit more recruiting. We do need more cavalry, but we'll start with the most important things first.
China's plight demands merciless actions. For reunification!
Okay. Let's have a look here now. So... Okay, we got loads of food at the moment. Let's see what we can do with that. If we can get peace, even at the cost of food, or whatever, we'll see what we can do. Oh, hang on, Lubu. It's poor with food. Let me just see what I can do with this.
You again.
So he wants a pretty significant payment. What are these? Defender's leather. Let me just see what I can work in to that. So if we did this, oh, we would get peace with all of them. Okay, so no deal with them, because we want to go and hit Kong Rong.
What could a traitor have to offer me?
What we could do with Duchy of Wu is capture this settlement here and then give it back to them for peace. He's got too many enemies. Because there's it's a bit of defenders there, but nothing too major.
For order.
Right. Not gonna build anything else because I just don't know what's gonna happen over the end turn. Let's move on. Still in a pretty shit state, obviously. It's mostly in a shit state due to diplomacy now. So income went down, but that's okay. Okay, we lost a trade agreement. That's where our money went. Someone must have died or something.
If we must.
Right, well.
Chaos's vacuum creates heroes.
So they're currently upgrading the settlements. It's damaged. Don't know what happened there. Doesn't matter.
Attention.
Due to the increased garrison size. Well, it's actually... They must have only just built that up, so it's not at full strength there. I mean, we could just use siege cheese. That can work. Alright, that's probably what I'm going to have to do.
In the name of China.
So yeah, we take this settlement and then sell it straight back to them for peace.
Some trees flourish, others must die.
Now we take the fight.
This is a lot of work just to do that. But it's also good for these guys' experience. Now, the artillery doesn't have... Oh, this is a good spot. The artillery doesn't have much accuracy, is what I was going to say. We don't have flame shot, do we? No. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to... Ah, shit. Okay, this is not an easy settlement to siege cheese. Ah, shit. Because these towers here can actually shoot into this section. Alright, so that means we'll have to try and set it up from here. Oh, God. Shit. If we want to siege cheese, we need to take out these two towers here. And we don't have any flame shot. Well, I'll just do the best I can. Probably not going to walk out of this one without some few casualties. Okay, the fort wall's already damaged, so that's good. Let's get that section down right now, because we need a way in. Oh, they had a trebuchet there as well. Good thing is, none facing us this way. Oh, that is so inaccurate. At rank 10, they're really bloody accurate, but this, just nothing.
We have broken their walls. Attack!
I could use up the rest of my ammunition and probably not even hit these targets here. We've got 12 shots left. It takes 4 hits to destroy a tower. Let's move in closer first. Like I said, if we can get rid of... Yeah, if I can get rid of these towers, that needs to, it's rolling the dice on this a fair bit. But it will make a difference if we can get rid of these 2 towers here, or even just one of the towers. I can... Yeah. Just see how we go. Get rid of that tower. The good thing as well, though, is if we do miss, at least we might hit some of these things over here. So you got 6 shots. If you don't get it within 6 shots, then we're falling behind. Like I said, the accuracy is really bad. Okay, you've got 2 hits in there, and you've used up 3 shots, so you're actually on schedule now. Got 2 shots left, you gotta make them count. 1 more shot left, and you've got 1 to go, just to be on schedule. Good job. Okay, so that took 6 shots, and it did it. Now we need to move over here and take out that. So we just have to hope for the same degree of luck, or better. If we miss, if we don't get that 4th hit, it means nothing. Now, if we have a look at how much coverage... Oh my god. You basically have to stand right in that corner piece there. Okay, now the next thing that we could do while this is moving is move up to about here and try to use the crossbows to shoot the cavalry. That's the main thing we got to get rid of here. Not so much the infantry. The infantry's not a problem. Man, these ones here really need some ranks up. Once they get to rank 10, like this kind of cheese is just so easy. Just need to make sure we don't get in range of their towers. Maybe have to do this one at a time. Not going to fit both of them. Okay, I think we're just outside of its range there. Cool. Now, the G infantry would be easy to get rid of, but these guys here are going to give the generals a harder time, so get rid of them first. Move as absolutely close as you can. Can only really do this with crossbows because the archers won't have enough range. Alright, they're no problem though. Okay, let's get rid of that captain. Just kill as many of them as we can. Alright, make this count. So that's a miss on the first one. They missed on the first one over there as well.
We have broken their walls.
53%. We're making good move. Good time. You got 3 shots left. Come on, you can do it. It's not looking good now. They're behind schedule.
Look, the enemy run.
Last shot, make it count. Whew. Okay, well that's good. No. Okay, now you've got a little bit more room to move out here. Alright. We're on track now. God damn that if we had one less shot, that wouldn't have worked. Okay. Get in a bit closer over here. We've got to get rid of these cavalry. They'll have someone else to come replace those other units, but it's the cavalry I'm most concerned about. And these ones here don't have any missile block chance, so they'll be easy to get rid of.
The men have no ammunition. The enemy unit flees. What cowards!
Okay, archers are firing back at us. Move back. We can outrange them, but they moved within our range. Alright, let's get going. Oh, hang on. Which way should we go? Which should be the easiest way? They've blocked off both pathways here. Yeah, going around this way here will set off less alarm bells of what we're doing.
Look, the enemy run! Craven!
So this cavalry are on their way back. So save up the ammunition for them. Let's do this. Could do this with minimal casualties.
Our brother is under attack! To them!
So we're going to take a lot of damage from those towers. But nothing I could do about that. Didn't have enough ammunition to blow them up. And then we just need to stay out of range of those towers when we cap the town. Funnily enough, this would actually work better if this guy was a green general. But then again, we needed the artillery. Or else how were we going to get inside? Let's punch right through them. This is not where we want to be having this fight.
We are capturing their city.
Yeah, we just need to stay at that range. And there's probably nothing that they'll be able to do about it. Even if they put a lot of troops in here, we should still have higher capping power than them.
The city is falling! Push on!
Okay, now we just have to hold it for 200 seconds. That's it. So the rest of their forces will come over here. Just have to not die. Hold that for a bit more than 2 minutes. Okay, where are you?
Fight back before they take the city!
So he's taken a fair bit of damage. Use his ability. Shit, I've only got 60 seconds left. Just hold on to it as long as we can. Because they still need to cap it, even if they start recapping it, which they are now. We just have to stay here for 45 more seconds. I don't think they'll be able to cap it in time, even if we leave the area. It'll take them more than 10... There we go, we got it. They're not going to cap it in time.
Our victory grows ever closer!
So the more units that are in the army, the harder it is to pull that off. So that was really cutting it sort of close. And also the more towers that are covering the surrounding area. And the weaker your generals are. Obviously, if you got Lu Bu, he can basically do it by himself.
Let feasting commence.
We walked out of that with minimal casualties. It's tempting to sack and withdraw it, but like I said, we want to take this settlement and hold it to ransom so that we can get out of some of these wars.
What could a traitor have to offer me?
Okay, see, now because he's also suffered recent losses in battle... Hang on. Doesn't look like there's any enemies down here. I mean, we could essentially take more. No one's threatening any of our regions. Oh, there's this over here. Who are his vassals? Duchy of Shuhan, who like us. Oh, that's where the trade agreement went. Alright, I see. Wait, was it? I can't remember. Zhangchao, Zerong. Oh, that... I'm pretty sure we... Yeah, okay. So, peacing with Duchy of Wu. We will become a vassal. No. No, 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 no. So he wants me as a vassal. It's not going to happen. So he wants some food. Because we took one of his food regions away. He wants the Yangzhou. Is that this one? Yeah, he wants that city back. So that was worth, you know, plus 16. That's like I said, that's why we took it. Now, if we had looted the settlement, it wouldn't be worth as much. It's fine to give food up. Jeez, actually, we might be able to keep the city. I'm being greedy, but I think we can get that toolmaker down here. And that'll secure the province to some extent. Just, you can't stay there. You have to come out here. Because if it comes under siege, you're not going to get any replenishment. And he leveled up, so what does he need? Armor for all spear infantry. That's good. Oh, he's already got that. Yep, extra. Oh, he's not commanding. Well, that's easy enough to fix.
Welcome, my lord.
Have him command, because movement range is important. Cool. I'll leave the settlement as it is, because we might still be selling it over to them. Of course, it is being greedy. We had an opportunity there for peace, which would peace out on all of this as well. But nothing's really threatening us just yet. Alright, then we've got this over here to do. Siege Cheese is going to be way easier on this battle. Because they don't have as many troops. And it looks like the center of the city is in the actual center. So there's probably not going to be as many towers to worry about. Now the artillery is just going to be just as inaccurate, but that's okay. Yeah, none of the towers cover the center. So we basically just need to create a breach. Wait, did it have any artillery? I don't think it does. Yeah, we're good. No artillery. So I'm going to create a breach here and then bomb this area just so that we can get experience for the artillery, because that's absolutely crucial. Not going to worry too much about destroying towers. They're only going to shoot at us for a second before we go in there. We're sending Cao Cao and Johnny Dunn in. So I call him Johnny Dunn because he seems like a Johnny Dunn to me.
Their walls crumble into the breach.
Yeah, but every rank of experience is going to make it more accurate, and we need that. And also, I think it'll give more experience to winning over here. Now we can get through that barricade as well. But you're not going to get any serious kills with trebuchets until you get flaming shot. You got to start somewhere. Not really getting good in kills.
Press the attack. Their gates are destroyed.
Well, they've gained some experience, just not as much as I was hoping. Yeah, aim for the cavalry, because they're the ones that I think give me the most trouble when I actually get there. Also, this cheese doesn't really work that well if there's other duelists in the city.
They cannot fire.
Because they've got just as much prevention capping power as your guys do. Unless you bring in, like, 5 of them. 5 of these guys. Don't have to worry about the archers because they won't fire upon us. That's a good amount of splash damage. Might as well. Try as much as possible to avoid the towers and start the capping process.
This city is ours.
So it seems like this here had more capping power than Cao Cao. Interesting. I'll have to whittle them down a little bit.
This city is ours.
Oh shit, they're reversing course on the capping. And then they walk away from
We are
it.
capturing their city.
It's alright, these guys can continue fighting. It's alright.
Look,
Now the reason why I like to get red generals is because they have they're really good at scaring enemy units as well. You know, ranked up ones. They've got an ability that can scare and a passive ability that can scare. So you don't have to damage them as much. You put down the scare and they will just run away. Even on legendary difficulty. Alright, we just have to hold out for 150 odd seconds. Should be easy. Damage is minimal. We'll recover in a single turn. As long as we don't take too much more. Just wait.
They are capturing our
Because the
city.
thing is with these cities, right, like, doing a frontal assault, like, these towers just do so much damage to your army, and when you're up against the odds, which we are, even though it's not on the legendary difficulty, you really want to be taking these settlements without, you know, with minimal casualties. Because, like, when it comes to the AI, when they assault a settlement, they need to literally bring, like, a full stack to handle a small garrison. And even then, there's a good chance you can repel them. Because they're idiots. There we go.
It is just as it should be. We shall enjoy the spoils. Time to consider events.
He really didn't gain much experience at all from that. Okay, well, that's that done. And our income's increased a fair bit. And what's this? Merchant Registry Office. Fair bit of commerce here. Alright, I'll leave that there. Why is that at third? Oh, right, because it's missing tools. There's a tool maker down here, so we'll improve that when we get there next turn. Honestly, though, you should have the food building here. Just demolish this. I know that increases the amount of money that the settlement makes, but you gotta get food. Food builds up your settlements, you get more build slots. That should be the first thing you prioritize. Got a decent amount of money now. Let's recruit a few more cav into this army. So what have we got here? These are... Alright, covers 2 of those. That should do it. That settlement's going to revolt soon. Should get rid of this. It's causing the majority of the problems. Cool. Alright, let's have a look here at some quick deals. So, peace. Nope. So we'll take that next turn and try to peace out with him. Doesn't seem to be any serious threat coming from anywhere else. Let's move on. Much tidier than it was at the beginning. Now, we check with them at the moment, because they'll forget about the fact they got... Oh, it's actually even easier now. Balance of power shifts. Okay, so we can take this, but we need the toolmaker.
Embarking.
The fuck?
Remain pure.
Alright. I think we should auto-resolve that.
The people's voice
It'll be okay.
silenced.
Yeah, because like I'd rely on the artillery, but since they're so inaccurate, it's not really that good. Plus, they gain some experience. Like that definitely sucked, but it'll be okay.
Only by growth will the word be spread.
Now, let's get out of this war.
Yes, yes, what do you want?
Okay, I think the odds went down a little bit. What does he want? So he wants our No, not doing that. He wants that province back, but I think we can get away with actually keeping it. So, offer food trade. Yeah, we can do it, but it depends how much food. We only need to give him 4 food. Okay, since we've got 25, let's give him 10 food, and we'll make him pay us. Best probably pay up front, because he's... Wait, can we get a trade agreement? No. Just pay up front, because he could go back to war with us again next turn for all we know. Wow, actually, he's got shitloads of money. Let's give him... Give him... 15 food. Because we're getting a good price on this. Maybe a bit more. Oh, that's too much. 4,000. 4,300. Okay, that is a good deal.
Very well.
And that gets you out of war with all of his vassals as well. Look how much tidier that is. Now, we can re-establish a trade agreement, probably with Zerong.
We thought you dead.
Ugh. Nope, that's not gonna happen.
Glad tidings.
Okay, we can make this happen, I think. I mean, we did just get a lot of money. Duchy of Shu-Han is part of... Yeah, because of the Duchy of Wu. We just pieced out with. This will leave us with 0 food. But we've got food incoming.
So be it.
It's risky what I just did. No doubt about it. That's risky. But like I said, we've got food incoming.
To arms!
There we go. That's sorted out so you don't go to 0. And now we can focus. Let's have a look at the frontier now. The frontier seems to be just focused over here. There's a little bit over this way as well. Don't worry about that lumberyard unless they send any armies down there. He'd probably be best going out that way to deal with that. There's... Let me see what else piece of treaties I can get.
Oh, it is you.
We thought you
Probably
dead.
not. That's fine. It's looking way better now already.
Let us draw up.
Now this army here,
I return. Summon my advisors.
let's ambush them.
Restore authority.
Oh, come on, it said 25%, you fuck.
Towards unity.
If they want to fight us, they'll lose. Our income's really good now. Well, you know, compared to what it was before.
I return.
And he's going to level up, that's good. And there's Flaming Shot, good. So that army's going to be in good shape. These guys can now do total formation, that's going to be really useful. So this guy here doesn't get scare. Or whatever it is. The dog howl or whatever it is. Let's grab that. Okay, that's looking good. Get that food production in here. Okay, that's looking good. Alright, moving on. Just check. Okay, now that we don't have to actually give up the settlement, we can just demolish this because it's not going to help it. And yeah, upgrade that. Because this is a good farming area as well. This whole area here is really good for food. As far as I know. I haven't conquered the whole map yet. And I hear that rice is really good. But I don't know. Non-aggression pact. Duchy of Shuhan. Well, he's a vassal, so don't worry about that. I'm not signing that. 900 a turn. Get fucked. If we had able to get into ambush, we would have probably caught them. Or at least got them close enough that we could catch them. Alright, that looks like an enemy. So... ah, shit. Didn't quite fix up the food enough. There you go. So this here, Liu Yao,
Let us sit and
who does he
discuss
belong to?
terms.
Lu Bu. Alright, let's see if we can negotiate with Lu Bu.
Dead.
What does he want? That's a no. Just thinking. No. I mean, you can. I mean, you're not gonna. You might be able to win that. Hang on. If we raise an army, specifically just for just a hero, they might be able to save the day. Somebody who's already here. I don't want to put her in there. Okay, these two guys here. One here's legendary. Alright, I'm gonna put you there.
Let desire. Once again, I feel the warmth of
And if they attack, got a reasonable chance of beating them there.
Restore harmony. Making my way.
Just a lot of fucking around there. And over here. Luoyang's capital's over here. No, Luoyao capital over there. Don't think you should go capture that right now. I mean, you could. If you come around over here, there's a trade port and... Might as well.
Reject corruption.
Okay, that looks good. And yeah, we keep on building up the food. We need it. Start wrapping this up soon, because things are looking way tidier now. If I hand this back to him, he should be able to handle it. Especially if I give him just a few pointers about how to manage a fucking up army.
Peace may fare better.
Gongsun Zan wants to trade some unnecessary. The Grey Thoroughbred, 6... No, he's not really that much of a threat, so... Because he's ages away, and I'm pretty sure he's also at war with Yuan Shao. And if this guy does die... Oh, that's his son. Alright, well. I'm pretty sure we got a good map here to work with. Yeah. I'll do the best I can, and if we win here, we'll end it there, because this will will be a good position to continue from. Well, better than it was before, by a significant margin. The thing is with this type of settlement, it's actually really difficult to assault it due to all the towers. And he's there just to get rid of their heroes, because the other soldiers can have a bit of a hard time with it. Okay, the cavalry will be needed to get rid of their archers. So we'll have them come around the side here to try to get them. Our archers will stay here. Because that's not too many archers there. It's not much room for them though. He's going to try and fight him. I don't know if he'll win. He's level 5. Maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe I should actually get him to duel him. I hope they don't have fire arrows. Guess we'll find out. Now, we can also fall back to here. But then no further. That's if we absolutely have to. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, overwhelming. Yeah. Okay, well, he can still take on him, just not in a duel. Oh, that's their faction leader. Alright. I'm gonna need the towers to really shoot the shit out of him. Those towers shooting. Yep. Just want to delay them as much as possible.
A comrade is being attacked.
Not yet. So sort of do the old Total War Warhammer thing where you try to tank as many of the units there while the archers shoot them. Because once they get here, you're going to get a bit of friendly fire. Oh man, I didn't put one spear. But that's okay. Alright, go.
I will cut out your heart.
Your words are as pathetic as you are!
Take heed, warriors. Faster. Run, run. Marches, attack. At the ready. Strike.
Losing all my cavalry, but once they get into combat there, they should be able to handle them.
Look, the enemy run. Craven. Attack. Take them down. Prepare.
Come on, kill their general there. Did a little bit of damage. Good, they're racking up a couple of kills over here. Good to take out those archers without them doing any damage to the garrison.
Amazing that you can both talk and battle. Do not be led.
Good, he's getting wrecked by the towers. Okay, with that, we've basically won. There's no way they're going to win now. They haven't even started the attack here yet.
Ready. Make ready. You seem to be struggling. Need some help?
Oh, how witty. How very witty.
There we go. Balance of power's moving in our favor. We have won.
Quick march. Hurry. Foreman. Look, the enemy run. Craven. To attention. Move, move. Charge.
Alright, speed this up.
Look, the enemy run. Craven. The
There
enemy
we go.
general fall. Ha!
Too few cavalry to really do any serious rundown effort there. So I'll just have to claim it there, which is fine. Heroic victory as well. Good. It's all thanks to the towers. The towers are the ones that do all the damage. Just have to prevent them from capping it.
Order has been restored.
Yeah, I'll just take the money.
Run back to your masters.
Right, and with that, I think that's a good enough place to end this one. He's free to continue his invasion over there, do whatever he wants over here. If he wants to continue his invasion, he can. His army is a lot tidier, a lot better now than it was before. And he's got a lot more money, and less enemies, or fewer enemies, whichever you prefer. Anyway, that's the end of this one, so guys, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next disaster. Fuckers.